Hello, people, and welcome and thank you for tuning in for Bettery Hub channels, professional series, live chats. Now, your weekly dose of transformative business ideas and solutions, where we bring you business leaders, industry experts, and game changers who are making the difference and impact in their respective industries, locally and globally. So stay tuned and engage with us to learn how these leaders got to where they are today and discover their X factor. Now, I'm your host, Shakti, certified and qualified to bring you satisfaction and a whole lot of action. And today, I'm really excited to have a special guest, Fathin Amira, a songwriter, singer, a recording artist, aspiring superstar, and has been constantly driven to pit herself against the best since her first debut public performance at the age 5. Now, Fathin Amira, who was a semi-finalist for Asia's Got Talent 2015, is already a veteran of singing competitions since her first win at Talent Quest 05. Now, she was also the finalist for the Final One, Singapore Idol Season 3, SG Mania, Asia's Got Talent, and a biggest competition and the highest peak of a competition was I Love OPM. So Fathin dreamed of becoming international star who aspires and inspires and aspires. And to be frank, the last few days we had conversations and I'm really inspired by Fathin. So without any delay, let's get Fathin up on our show.
Hey, hello everyone. Hey,
Hi,
good morning.
Morning. Thank you so much for joining us on our show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really excited, and I believe the viewers are all excited to have you on our show. And it is definitely an awesome opportunity, for us to have you here. A young and aspiring singer, have done so much, and so how's your day been?
It's been good. I woke up early to settle some chores before, and after that, throw myself up for this chat.
Right, nice. And for all our viewers, what I can strongly suggest is you can engage Fathin Amira with your questions through our Bettery Lab Facebook. Yeah. Any questions, if you want to say hi, please do feel free. So Fathin, about yourself, let's start with a brief introduction of yourself and the journey behind your current success.
Okay. Hi everyone. Let me introduce myself. I'm Fathin Amira, an inspiring singer-songwriter, performer, and competitor. And my journey has been an amazing one. Even though there were like challenges in between, but despite all that, I'm happy to be where I am today. As a international multilingual singer. I'll share with you guys about that one pretty soon, but my journey has been a good one. A lot of things I have done throughout my 10 years, to be exact, 10 years of I don't know, a lot of things that I've done, like competitions, and then during my early years of singing, I did some educational recordings for my father's projects. So from then on, I learned a lot about music production, recording, and of course singing. If you're gonna ask me about singing, I have been singing all my life. I love singing. I enjoy hearing like people singing. It makes me calm, and it makes me happy. Singing makes me happy. That's like my ultimate reason to why I love singing.
And it's awesome when I was going through your bio, and you had so much experience and exposure, performing so many competitions, and what really inspired you to be what you are today. Why, what made you actually want to become a professional singer?
Okay, apart from me like my passion for singing, I look up I look up to my parents' achievements. my mother sings, and then she was in a band with in my father's band. That's how they met each other. And then my father is also I don't usually say this like really say this like publicly, but he is also one of the traditional Malay icon in Singapore. So that has inspired me a lot in my journey today. And it is actually because of my parents. They are I come from a musically inclined family, so that explains that I want to be a performer. And also I actually remember there's this one time um I actually went up to my father's studio and told him that I said, Abba, I think I want to be a singer. He was like, are you sure you want to be a singer? Yes. Okay, if you want to be a singer, it's either that you're on par with me or better. So that actually motivated me to be who I am today.
Right. And yeah, before we move on, we got some of our viewers who are here to say hi. We got Pesha,
Oh, my
saying hi.
teacher! Hi, I
Right.
miss you. Good morning.
It's awesome to have your teacher to say hi to you while you're alive, right? I'm sure she's proud of what you're achieving.
Yeah.
And we have Iskandar.
Oh, hi, Miss Iskandar. Hi.
All right, and going back, I mean, it's quite interesting and awesome to say that you come from a family of musicians, right? Your
Mm.
parents are musicians, so no wonder you've been exposed to music since a very young age. Now, at
Yes.
which stage of your life did you decide? I'm sure that you started singing and you got exposed to singing at an early age. But which stage
Mhm.
do you decide that yes, I want to become a professional singer?
Hmm. Oh, I think at the age of 16, 17, where I joined the Singapore Idol season 3. That was the moment that I thought that, okay, I think I'm going to give this a shot for myself. I am going to try this is a national singing competition. So why not, right? Even before that, I have already joined this. It's my very first public competition. It's called Talent Quest. Is organized. Oh, I have my profile here. It's yeah, it's organized by NUS Science Club. Yes,
Okay.
correct. Yeah, it was presented by NUS Science Club students. So I am surprised myself that I actually won the competition. I actually
Oh,
thought maybe it was okay. Yeah, I actually won the competition. So from then on, my family they were so proud of me, and they were like, hey, you can actually sing. Why not do this like professionally? So Singapore Idol was the start of everything. That
mm.
was like the official one.
And can I say that Singapore Idol is where the platform that actually really brought you out there, starting to get
Yes.
attention and so on. Yeah.
Singapore Idol was amazing. I made a lot of friends. I know I was very young and then conservative and really taking care of myself because my parents weren't there. We went for boot camp, and then they actually took our mobile devices. We couldn't even contact our family. So I feel homesick as well, and I learned a lot from there actually. I learned to adapt to changes. And then like we had like hectic schedules as well. It wasn't easy, but well, I think I made through all those challenges with early mornings and late nights of rehearsals. Singapore was a great experience.
And
It
I
actually taught me a lot. Actually taught me a lot in actually showed me the insight of the industry actually. Like
and
my parents didn't want to tell me about like what am I going to expect. So because I was really young, right? So like I experienced firsthand situations, So I was like culture shock, like this, So that is like the real in world out there is like, how to say, you have to adapt,
Mm.
you have to adapt.
So
At a very
basically,
young age, at the age of 17, I was like, how?
oh, 17. And I believe
Yes,
that would have been a platform, where, like what you said, the situation you're going through, the hectic schedule, I think was a first taste of how it would be when
yes,
you embark the journey of a professional singer,
correct,
right?
correct.
Right. And wow, and age of 17, I definitely believe would have been a big culture shock, somebody who loves singing, but and then you started
Yeah,
realizing that this is the real world, right?
yeah. And then I remembered crying to my parents. I couldn't handle it, but they say, but you want it, right? You chose the path, so you have to go through all this. Wow, okay. So I have to prepare myself.
Right. And after Singapore Idol, correct me if I'm wrong, you were the top 9 finalists, right? For
Yes,
the
top
Singapore Idol,
nine, top nine.
top 9. All right.
Yep.
So,
Mhm.
so after that, I think top 9 is awesome. I mean, being a top 9 in Singapore
Uh,
Idol, definitely, going through stages after stages. But after that,
yes.
what specifically was that the time where you decided, okay, this is what I want to be? This is the journey that I want to embark as a professional singer. Was Singapore Idol a big inspiration for you to push on to become a professional, what you are today?
Yes. If you ask me this question, it's a big question actually. Because the word Singapore Idol, that the word idol has left an impact in my life. So I also ask myself, you are one of the top nine finalists. You are an idol. You are one of the idols. So this is a journey of an idol. Where do I start? So this is where I start from Singapore Idol. Yes, I thought of going to the Philippines, but maybe I feel that I was maybe too young to go into that path. I mean,
Mm,
I enjoy singing other languages. I sing Tagalog, which is the Philippine language. But I think maybe at that point of time, when I was very young, when you're very young, you're very ambitious, right? So you want to do a lot of things. But I think God knows better. There, He has better plans. So He actually a lot of things happen to me in between competitions. I have health I have some health issues as well. Yeah, so health is actually one of the reasons why I became very brave and strong in preparing myself to compete in competitions. Like a lot of my relatives and family members, they were worried for me. I'm always going for competitions, and they are worried about my health. But
mm,
because I have this mindset whereby I don't want to show people that I am unwell. I want to show people that I am just like anybody else who has big dreams.
mm.
Yeah.
And clearly nothing will stop you from achieving the
Yes.
passion and the dream that you have.
Yep.
Yeah, great. And I think this is awesome. I also know that Fatin, you are actually able to sing in many languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of Korean, a little bit of Spanish, a little bit and also Tagalog. The Tagalog language, which is the Filipino language.
So,
Actually, okay. Fun fact. Um, I started out singing in school choirs when I was in primary school, and then after that, when I went to secondary school, I joined the choir again. And I don't know whether if this is a coincidence or what. One of my choir piece was in one of the Filipino dialects. It's a Bisaya dialect. So when I was looking through my choir file, I was like, is this like a coincidence, or is this like a destiny for me? I think I'm gonna sing this language sooner or later. But I didn't know that when I was in Singapore Idol, one of the week, we were required to sing other languages. So my aunt actually suggested me to sing a Tagalog song, and then for the very first time when I heard the song, it sounded like a Malay song.
okay.
similar to my native language. So yeah, like singing the Filipino language is I don't know, it's close to my heart. It's close. And then from then on, after 10 years, I'm I've been doing like Tagalog covers. And I didn't know that I was actually talent scouted by one of the ABS-CBN staff online, and he actually emailed me and asked me if I'm keen to join this it's an international Filipino competition. And the best part was I didn't know about the trailer. I didn't know any news about the competition. But because they saw my cover was going viral, and then I was so happy. I remember I ran up to my parents and said I really have to do this. This is my dream. I really want to venture out from the
Locals.
industry and do something different.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's awesome, to think about it. You started up and to be somebody who loves singing because of the influence of your family, and then you worked up to go up for your first competition, and then followed by Singapore Idol, and then next thing because you dared to step up to sing a Tagalog song beyond your comfort zone, you realize that more opportunities opened up, and that is beyond any other challenges you had along the way. I think that's definitely something inspiring. And Fatin, we have Mr. Ravi, who has been here to comment, and yes, let's check out his comment. Yeah, Mr. Ravi, my best
Oh,
wishes and keep going.
thank you, Mr. Ravi.
Thank you, Mr. Ravi, for tuning in on our chat. And now, just we talked about mindset a while ago, right? So, what is the right
Yeah.
mindset you think required to achieve, for any aspirant artist, whether you are singer, even you are actor, what is the right mindset so that they can achieve their
Hmm.
aspiration and goals?
Hmm. If you're asking me about mindset, not only you have to be mature, but also to accept constructive comments from people. I mean, different people have different perspective. I think you should do this, I think you should do that, I think you should sound great in this, or you look good in this. Different people have different perspectives. Sometimes you have to look at it and maybe consider. That's what I learned from my family. I prepare a lot for myself before going out to competitions and like live performances. I learned a lot from home actually.
Okay.
And they told me that you have to adapt to this. You are a singer. You cannot only sing this specific genre. You have to learn different genres, perhaps different languages, but okay, maybe genres, because different events they have different requirements. Okay, like for example, if I go for this event, Fatih, can you sing an inspirational song? So I have to find an inspirational song like I did at Marina Bay Sands, I think.
Hmm.
I sang for the FAS Football Association Singapore. I was invited for their thank you dinner or something. I remember. So you have to adapt to different these situations, like. And then I've done educational recordings for schools. So my father has taught me, when you are doing educational recordings, you cannot sound very popish or sound very you cannot sound very popish lah,
Hmm.
like how you like the songs that you listen like nowadays, because it's for education, so you have to articulate properly. You have to no stylistic singing, things like that, a lot of things. And when we talk about going into competitions, we have judges, like different judges have different perspective. So sometimes we have to look out for that as well, like their perspective comments as well.
Yeah.
We have like every single time you listen to people's comments, you actually mold yourself to be better, refine your skills. That's why I learned. You have to have the mindset to adapt and to learn something new along the way.
Yeah, I think one key word that I've been consistently hearing from you, Fatin, is the word being adaptable, right? To adapt to the
Yes.
situation. Things doesn't
Yep.
change, and even when it comes to performance, different stage, different performance requires you a different type of performance. So I think you need to adapt to
Yes.
the situation,
Correct.
right? That's cool. And Fatin, just another thing about growth mindset, right? When you are there any competitions when you went there? We all go for competitions to either gain exposure or to win, right? It's either this uh, gaining exposure and to win. So in this case, right, was there ever been a case where you felt that you could have done better, but you didn't perform up to mark, and that made you feel that no, the next one I'm going to, did you tell yourself that I'm going to do it better the next time around? Do you think that kind of mindset is important each time you go for a
Yes,
competition?
that is important. Like you cannot always think that I'm only good at this. I'm only gonna be at my comfort zone. You have to step up from your comfort zone and try new things so that people say, oh, she's very versatile. This
Mm,
person is a very versatile performer. She can do basically anything. If you're gonna show her any song, she can just um do it.
right.
It's very important to have that mindset, so that it's easy. It makes it convenient for people to work with you.
Mm,
Convenience for people, yes, correct.
right. And can you take it to some any specific experience that you had in any of the competitions, that you're talking about, where like you really felt um, down, not about your performance that you could have done better. Is there any specific personal experience that you had, and then you came back stronger?
Oh, okay. Okay, this is a tricky question, but if talking about experience, every time for the different competitions that I join, different experiences. Um, I always aim to do better.
Hmm.
Perhaps in song choice lah, because the
Okay.
judges will always say this. You have to get a good song
Hmm.
for your next stage, right? But maybe because luck is not wasn't on my side. But I know I did well each time I go for different stages. Mm,
uh,
mm.
I mean, no worries if you can't think of it. I mean, definitely you will have one, because I'm waiting to hear your experience when you went for your audition.
But there
Uh,
was one particular one. I think I know. It was during Asia's Got Talent.
okay.
I know it's very big, right? Okay, but I don't know whether it's my fault or maybe I can't blame anyone. Okay, actually, a lot of people on the net debated about my song choice. This is all about song choice. Actually, when you go to competitions, it's actually about song choice. Um, During my semi-finals, I wanted to sing one of my uh one of one of my song choice, which is the Michael Bublé song "Feeling Good." Everything was okay, but at the very last minute, the producer actually came up to me and said, is it okay for you to change your song choice? I was like, oh my goodness. And then they told me, um, can you sing this song? It's titled Chandelier by Sia. It's a very popular pop song. Okay. Um, I know I can do that song, but not really good, not really good in performing that song. But because remember we're talking about
Yeah.
adapting. I had to adapt, and then I had to take up that challenge and sing Chandelier. There were a lot of people debating. Fighting. Why is fighting choosing this Chandelier song? She should have sang like another song. I don't know who to put the blame, but I did my best, but I know I could have done better if I were to sing another that the other song. Actually, David Foster told me, with he was telling me, um great voice but wrong song choice. With a voice like that, you should be singing songs like Feeling Good. So I was like, that was the song that I want to sing. But where should I put that blame now? I was asked to change, this kind of things. So it wasn't easy, but yeah, I pulled through. That was a good one
At
as
least
well.
we have
Not an
Iskandar
easy
who
song.
says, who says he remember watching you sing
Yeah,
Treadmill.
yeah. It's not an
And
easy song, by the way.
yeah, and he say why he still wonders why you
Yes.
sang
Now
the
you
song.
know, Mr. Skanda. Now you know. Yeah.
All
I
right,
didn't choose that song. Yeah.
right. So Iskandar, I hope Fatin answers that question. At last, why she chose that song
Yes.
and why she sang that song. And we
I
actually
have to choose that song.
have living. I believe
Hi,
she.
Livy.
Yeah, she says,
She looks
"Hi,
familiar.
living."
She looks
Yeah,
familiar.
she's a teacher. She's a teacher. Definitely somebody you would
Oh,
have.
yeah, she looks familiar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hi.
Hi, living, and great for you to
Hi,
join us.
Livy.
And yeah, going back to the mindset, you know, uh, thanks for the experience. I think this experience says it a lot. In one way, I'm also thinking, okay, so we got living telling me, yeah, she's saying, I'm Miss Tan.
My goodness, Miss Tan. Tan Living, right? Oh my goodness. My teachers are here.
Yeah, so no, not only your family are your fans, but you got a lot of
My teachers
teachers
are
who are,
here.
so it's like a school gathering as well,
Nice.
right? Live chat.
School gathering.
All right, oh yeah, and she's your choir teacher.
Oh, yeah, correct lah. I remember one of my grad teachers as well. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness.
Right. So you have all your past,
Yeah, my whole
people
kampung is
involved.
here.
They're all here. All right. Okay. So we'll move on. Fatin, I'm sure with all the adaptability that was required of you, the number of competitions and so on, I'm sure there are a lot of challenges that you face as an artist. All right. Because it's been about 10 years since you finished. You were up on Singapore Idol. Wow, time runs,
Yep,
right? 10 years.
10
And
years. It's so fast.
yeah, and then over the 10 years, I'm sure as you are progressing and you are going at each level or each stage, what are the challenges you face and how do you actually work your way ahead to where you are today?
Okay. One of the biggest challenges was actually my health issue. That's one. Number two is you are like as an independent singer, you are challenging challenging with other talents who are also appealing, that kind of thing, appealing. You get what I mean? It's not easy because 10 years of grooming. I've been like doing a lot of research on image, and then I got friends to help me out in like I asked them to at least help me out with my image and things like that. 10 years is a long time. That's also one, and then also you're challenging with other talented people also, because in Singapore is already a small industry, and it's also a saturated industry. So for me, I always like to do different things so that people remember me for different things. Like I sing, but I sing. I like singing other languages. That's what makes me different from the rest. So if you ask me how I worked my way to where I am now, I think I did a lot um to come this far, to even travel out to Philippines to compete in I Love OPM was, I think, the biggest one. That was the biggest achievement in my music career. Because
And
I am someone who likes to do different things. Like people will always say, like, Fatin, I think you should be like this or me. But it took me 10 years to to mold myself to who I am today. But people asking me to look or sound like the same people. You know, you have in the industry you have 9 people, and you're asking me to be like these people. So I'm going to be like the 10th person. Get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't want to be like the same. I want to do something different. But
So
sometimes also you have to try things like what the mass like, what the industry likes. So only like a few times I will try that method, but I'm still sticking to my image and my sound and my style.
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you were able to actually build, a differentiated side of yourself. A unique side of
Yes.
not being,
I'm kind of like changing the game, because like I have friends asking me, maybe fans, they ask me, how do you work your way up to be where you are now? It's not an easy it's not an easy thing. Like people will say, oh, you're talented, you'll be of course you will get the opportunity, but it's not that easy, because remember, in Singapore is a saturated in music industry. Everybody is striving for to be known. But
yeah.
because we see now there's social media, the power of social media is just very, it's like it's convenient for us, it's very easy, and then like whatever you post can be viral. You just need to get you just need to create good content. That's the deal now.
And have you had challenges where, like for example, you just shared a while ago, right, about the chandelier song choice experience? Have you had challenges when, where you have to face people giving comments about, hey, like what you just
Oh
shared,
yes.
this, you should do that. How do
Yes.
you actually overcome that? Social media works both sides, right? It works in terms of, bringing you out there to create the visibility for you, but it also works the other way, the negative side of it, where, you hear a lot of comments.
Oh
So how do you
yeah.
actually manage that?
Hmm. I've been through a lot of hate comments. It's okay. Like I mean, you must remember that music is subjective. Some people don't like you, some people like you. Maybe those people say hate comments because they have nothing to say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it is nothing to me. I'm not saying this to sound proud, but everything else starts from home. Before I go out there, I've already received comments from my family members, my parents, and my relatives, especially my aunt, because I know she's very supportive of me. Plus, she wants me to do well, and she always gives me constructive comments. When I was much younger, I was how to say, maybe I was young and naive and just ignorant. Okay, this shall pass. But actually, after 10 years, it hit me differently. Um, but because of the comments that they like the comments that they said to me, I managed to troubleshoot like my weaknesses. What
Mm.
were my weaknesses, and then I refine my skills. That's
Alright.
how I go through, like that's how I troubleshoot this problem. Some people
Mm.
cannot handle comments, but like what I said, just to accept whether you like it or not. You just smile and say, okay, I'll work on it. Yeah, that's
So
important.
basically,
That's
it's
very
how you look at the comments, objectively, right? Are there things that you
yes,
can improve with the comments, or
correct.
are these comments something that I should just ignore, because it's not going to help me
Yes, like you have to know how to filter the comments as you read. If there were some comments which is just irrelevant, but there were some good constructive comments. Maybe I should take this one, and okay, we should consider and then do better. Yeah.
right, right. And we have a couple of more viewers. We have Dana here. Hi, Dana.
Hi
And
Tana. Hi.
we have,
This is my father.
yeah.
Everyone, this is my father, Tun Zubir Abdullah.
Yes, Mr. Zubir, thank you so much. You have done an awesome job, Fathin, up and coming star. Thank you so much. And we have Miss Tan, also known as Libing,
Correct.
your choir teacher. Yeah, yeah.
That is
Stay
so
grounded
good.
in our own belief systems, and we take in what others say about our work.
Yes, correct. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Libing. And we'll move
Thank you so
on.
much.
And we talked about challenges, right? Are there any specific example or experience that you want to share that made you feel, wow, how am I going to go past this? And then you managed to overcome that. I mean, like one example you said that, earlier, right, was, health issues. And that is a challenge by itself. But again,
Yes.
it's a perspective of what you choose to see.
Yes.
So, maybe you can talk about how do you handle that, in terms of, your mindset, in terms of how do you actually reaffirm yourself that, no, I'm not going to sit down, I'm going to move on. Other things that you want to share with us?
Okay, maybe I can share with you guys about my health issue. Okay. So I am diagnosed with when I was a baby I was diagnosed with hole in the heart disease and a narrow valve. So when I was very young, like as a baby, you cannot talk, right? But only cry. That was like a painful moment. But because yeah, it's gonna be a long one because it's really special to me. But because of my parents' voices while they lullaby me to sleep, it actually made me feel like I have a purpose in life. I have to do something, it's like a sign for me. So as I was growing up during my teenage days, I I fall sick like many times, and I always admit myself to the hospital because I found out at the age of 16 I was diagnosed with endometriosis. So yes, if you're asking me about um surgeries, operations, I've done all that. But people would think that wow, you talk as though like it's nothing because it feels like I'm used to it. I'm immune to it. So if you're asking me about going through all these challenges, it's like I can adapt to it. I can adapt to it. It wasn't an easy one because I'm always falling sick, and then always finding cure for this endometriosis up till now. I suffered for 8 years. I remember falling sick all the time when I was in secondary school. Before the school before the school bell, I actually called my father to pick me up, even though my house is nearby. I was like, "Ma, can you please pick me up now? I cannot tahan already. Can you please help me out?" That kind of thing. So, this health issue thing has made me really strong in going through. Ah, sorry.
Nice. Okay.
This health issue has actually helped me go through all these challenges. Mm. That
And
is my health issue is like the biggest impact in my journey. I know people will think that um is the end, but I always every time when I'm at the hospital I will say no, I cannot, I have to regain my health again. I have to come back, I have to do something. I mean, that's me. That's I have this fighting spirit. Yeah.
and I do agree when you said earlier, right, that you have a purpose. You are still discovering your purpose, and there's a reason why you are here. And yeah, I think one of the biggest challenges. I mean, you just made me think for myself, even. Fatin, we always talk about challenges, right? Oh, I got these challenges, I got that challenges, but sometimes, the simple things which are not so simple but important in life that we actually don't value. For example, like you said, wealth. I mean health. Sorry, not wealth. Health. So in this case, in your case, when you talk about health itself, that would have been a biggest challenge. And I think I really look up to you and,
Yeah.
and very inspired with the fact that you took that your stride. You told yourself this is not going to stop me, and definitely that is something very inspirational. for many of people out there, because the first question is, with these challenges, you still manage to be where you are today. I think these are times where I would like to tell viewers, includes myself, we got to start asking ourselves, what kind of challenges are we talking about when we are saying that I feel tired, I feel drained out, when there are people out there who are facing much more bigger challenges, but like
It is
Fatin.
human. It is just human of us to feel that we are entitled to feel things, but life has to go on. You have dreams to build, so go run for it. Yeah. Oh, you're lagging.
Yeah. Oh, okay, all right.
Mm.
Give me a moment. Am I back on track? Am I good?
You're
Am I
still
still lagging?
lagging, but I can still hear. You're still lagging though.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
but I
right.
can hear you.
Okay, so we will move on. We'll move on. So let's talk about failures. I'm sure you went through failures. In fact, yesterday you were sharing with me about Ken. Your experience in the audition, where and thing they ask you about your first impression, right? So maybe you want to share with us about any specific experience in terms of failures.
Okay. I'll start with the Ken Lim story. He's okay. He's okay. Maybe he's right. When I was 17, at that point of time, I don't even know about like fashion and stuff. So I wear whatever that's comfortable for me. I only go there. The only one purpose is just I want to sing. I want to show my talent. That's the only thing. But because he he straight away told me that Fatin, after I look at you, I thought that I thought of asking you to get it. I was like, huh, what? So when I look back at the video, I feel a little sad because is it maybe because of how I look? That's the reason why you say such things. So um maybe I was just too young. I didn't know how to dress myself up. I learned about first impressions. First impression is very important when you are in a meeting, or whether you are meeting like a company or boss or something. Your first impression is very important. So like joining competitions is all about first impressions. You have to look your best. You have to sound your best, and you know show that you're confident. So other failures, there were also other failures. I joined many competitions, but I didn't win any of the competitions. So is that a failure? No, I don't think that's a failure. It's an achievement. Every time I go to different stages, I mean, I can see myself going somewhere, like from top nine Singapore Idol to being a semi-finalist for SG Mania, that's a Malay competition. And then final one, top 40, and then going to Asia Got Talent, semi-finalist for Asia Got Talent, that's already the biggest achievement. And also a semi-finalist for I Love OPM. Well, actually, at that point of time, I wished I was in the final because I was really pushing so hard to really win that show. I really want to win that show because not to be popular, no, but because I want to show people that I enjoy the Filipino culture and singing their language. That is my purpose. But different region, different challenges and politics, things like that. But I understand. I understand. Failure and success should be celebrated. Correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, from Vanan. Yeah,
You don't
thanks,
have to
Vanan.
win. You don't have to win to be a winner. Always refine skills and then be better and better and better. And I think this year, the year of COVID, the most the highest achievement in my journey was actually to sing the national anthem for this year's national anthem.
Yeah.
It was the project was really an impromptu also. I was just sitting down at home randomly, and then after that, I got a random text from somebody. Oh, hi, I'm this person from Views. I would like, I got this contact from your friend. I would like to invite you to be part of this National Day. I was like, what? Majulah Singapura? I was really surprised. So during that COVID time, I went for the recording, and it was an emotional one for me. I felt that this is really big. I think I did a big one for the nation, for the nation. And the response was overwhelming. And within 3 weeks, 1.1 million on YouTube. I was like, okay, wow, it was really something. It was the biggest achievement.
Definitely.
So I believe that I believe that you do not have to win something. You do not have to be a winner to be the winner. Get what I mean? You just be you and just do good things, do great things. People will slowly recognize you. That's what I feel. Yeah.
Yep, it's definitely. I mean, in fact, we are supposed to do this live chat way before National Day, but because of your preparation, I remember we decided to do it much later. So yeah,
Mm.
and I think it's one of the biggest honor, right, to be up there, to be part of our nation's birthday, to sing our national anthem.
Yeah. I wasn't there to perform, but I mean the recording I did. It was no, it was really good. Even though it was a simple one, but I think that was like the most noble thing I ever done.
No, definitely. I
Yeah.
mean, I could really understand, where you are coming from, singing the national
And the
anthem.
experience and the experience was very simple. Very simple. What I mean simple, you have to sing in a simple way. You cannot do like like celebrity singing Star Spangled Banner, that kind of thing. But you cannot do that kind of thing. You have to follow the mood board. They actually gave me like let me watch the video, and then as I was watching, so I record, and like when I was watching, they asked me to put more emotions, let it be very simple yet emotional and honest.
Hmm.
So that is a different kind of recording. You see, different kind of experiences. So I have to adapt. This is a national anthem song. You cannot do stylistic singing. Though I love to, they were asking me whether you can do like some little ornaments in the singing, but they say I think I would rather love hearing you like to sing the national anthem in a simple way. Yeah, I felt it myself. I feel like I'm crying also.
Yeah. And we have Living or Miss Tan, remember you those days in school where she was worried about health, but never once did she worry you as a person. So I think that's a very strong affirmation, especially, from your teacher that,
Yeah.
and she was right. You are what you are today, and being here, sharing so much thoughts and inspiration to many of us out here. And uh, now, I would like to ask you a question. What would you want Fathin Amira to be remembered for?
Okay, I'm sorry. I want people to remember me for my fighting spirit. Very simple. Because I've been fighting all my life in health, challenges, industry, and then also challenging myself in the industry as well. It's not an easy thing. Remember, it's a saturated industry, and that's the reason why you have to venture out and do different things so people know, like the other side would know you. Oh, this person from Singapore do this, that kind of thing, right? You have to do different things. I'm someone who likes to do something which is out of my comfort zone. But the things that I'm doing now, like being a multilingual singer, it has become a norm for me because I enjoy it. You have to enjoy what you are doing. Um, I want people to remember me for my fighting spirit. Yeah.
Right. And as a singer, as a professional singer, definitely a bold question to ask you. where do you see yourself and what do you want to be remembered for? I mean, as a person, always remember Fatin for fighting spirit. You are always there, you are fighting it out, and you are doing and achieving. Now, as a professional singer, what do you want to be remembered for? Any specific thing, like, for example, Fathin Amira, the Beyonce of Singapore, is there anything that you look for yourself to
Like
be?
because Beyonce is my biggest idol in my music journey. Actually, before being this diva, right, I started out listening to actually rock songs. I was actually a rock chick.
Ah,
At the early years of my singing, early days of my singing years, I enjoy listening to punk rock music. I remember, but
oh,
because you see, as a singer, you have to try different genre. So, like you can adapt, you can be versatile. You can be flexible in whatever songs. Like people throw you any song, you can do. So yes, I would say that I want people to remember me not only with the fighting spirit but also as the multilingual R&B singer.
nice.
Yes.
Multi-linguist R&B singer. Nice, nice. All right.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely something unique. Everybody talks about being a pop singer and so on. Multilingual R&B singer is definitely something unique, and I am definitely looking forward, for more of your performance. For you to go up to greater heights. And just
Thank
as I was thinking, we actually have Anil, requesting, can you sing one song for us? I mean, I'm sure the viewers will feel the same way as me, right? You get a singer on live chat, you get her to speak about all her experience. It is a sin not to make you sing in our show, right? So, we have to let you. So, for all of us, Fatin, would you like to, sing any song or your favorite song, anything?
Okay. I'll get to favorite song. Usually, I'm not good with lyrics. Um,
Hope I never
can
get
I
you.
sing a Beyonce? Can
Yeah.
I sing a Beyonce song? Okay. Okay. So, okay. This is Halo by Beyonce. So here goes
Nice.
nothing. Okay, it's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking. It's the risk that I'm taking. I ain't never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can see your halo. You're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can feel your halo. Pray it won't fade away. Halo, I can see your halo. Halo, 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 halo. Okay.
All right. And fantastic. Wow, I'm wowed. And can I, all those viewers who just heard or listened to Fatin singing, please give comments, give your claps, your cheers, just too bad that you can't, be here cheering for her, but we already got it. All right, let's check it out. Yes, we got a lot of wows, thanks Iskandar. And we have Anil. Wow, you
Thank
sing like an
you.
angel. All right, thank you. Awesome, Fatim. Thank you so much. I mean, you do have the potential to become the Singapore Beyonce. So I think I was not wrong. Work towards that. And wow, we got more of them. Thanks, Naren. Coming up
Hello.
the
Hello,
show.
Naren. Thank you.
Oh, we got loads of claps from Anil. Oh, now I understand why Iskandar is speechless. He's completely speechless. He has nothing to say. It's like he's wowed. Iskandar, I hope I got it right. Completely speechless. All right. It was an awesome session, and I think it's an icing in a
Yeah.
cake that we had you to sing. Wow, we have more comments here. We have Vanan. Thank you so much with all the applause for you,
Thank
Fatin.
you.
And we have
Oh,
Zali.
wow. Oh, I know this guy, my friend. It's my
Okay,
friend.
he has a question for you. What makes you want to do Filipino songs?
Okay. What makes you want to do Filipino songs? So Filipinos music is actually similar to Malay music. The very first time I heard a Filipino song, um, it sounded just like my own native language. So it's very close to heart, and the language, because I like culture, right? I like culture. I also like to learn about different languages as well. So actually, a fun fact, the Malay archipelago, something that I learned from my father actually. He through his years of traveling, he actually went to Manila, and he said that the Malay language, the Bahasa Malay language, is actually big. So that's the reason why you can see some similar vocabs in Filipino language as well. People always think that Filipino, because it's colonized by Spanish, the Spaniards, right? So people think that, oh, so it's a mix of Spanish. But also, if you look closer, look closely, um, they share similar vocabulary in Bahasa Melayu as well, like Malay language. So
Oh,
when I listen to a Filipino song, it's very close to heart. That make me want to sing more Filipino songs.
right. And thanks.
Mm.
And Zali, if you think that answers your question, just give us a thumbs up. And thank you for joining us. We still have a lot of cheers for you, Fatin. We have Miss Tan.
Yay! Thank you.
I,
Actually, it's what these
you
kids
know,
are doing right now.
Yeah, and living, I got to thank you. I'm sure definitely, as a choir teacher, you are really, really proud of Fatin. And, thank you so much for also, contributing to bring us an awesome singer here, part of a journey, being exposed by a parent since young age. And of course, is a very clear indication that school teachers play a big part as you grow in terms of your
Okay.
passion. So thanks again, Living. And yes, Iskandar laughs, which means I believe I was right. He was speechless. Thanks, Iskandar. All right, we will move on. And now, any word of advice for aspiring artists who are currently engaged in our chat? When we talk
Okay.
about this, right, we are talking about those who are like 17, when you were young,
Yes,
specific advice for them.
correct. Okay, if you're talking about the context like now in 2020, it's all about social media. Social media is very powerful. All need to do is put out good content, make good recordings, and also you have to use a platform wisely. That's one. Number two, you have to like make new friends every day. Make new friends, and then learn new things from people, and then um that's how you create new connections as an aspiring artist, especially especially um independent artists. And
Mm.
also the last one would be I'm not trying to scare you, but because Singapore is a very small is a small country, you have to venture out and do different things, and then try to aim for other target audiences, in the music industry. Because what I learned, I did some small research. What I learned from the music industry now, the the Korean music, K-pop, is actually picking up, and is on par with the um, the US music. So we have to learn some things from there as well. I know that we're gonna sound like the same, but learn something from there. Like we can use some of their methods, in our production, and then try different marketing strategies as well. Like I said, social media is very important. Like last time, there's not even social media. All this, you only have newspaper, magazines. But right now, you have social media. So social media plays a huge part in our growth as an artist.
Right. And if I want to ask you one word or a quote for your parting message. Is there anything that you want to share with us? Any word, for example, resilience, fighting, anything that's close to your heart that you want to share with us as an advice to always keep close.
I don't really have like a specific quote, but I always believe in through stormy through the stormy weather, you can still see rainbow. You know that kind of thing. I don't really
Yeah.
have a specific quote, but that's what I feel like through stormy days, there's light.
I see. You are now
There's
starting.
light and
You are now starting to sound like it sounds like Liverpool song, no?
are you sure?
No,
I don't even watch soccer, so I don't even know about soccer.
no. I'm a Liverpool fan, so I just try to make use of this situation to,
Oh,
No, I mean, I was just pulling your leg. I think the whole idea, one word that kept on ringing from Fathin today was adaptability. And I think that is going to be the key word, consistent adaptability.
Mm.
And that's why I was just checking with you, is there any specific word that you want to share with us before we, end today's session?
I think it's about adaptability because remember, like right now is like we are in the middle of a pandemic, right? We are still recovering, so we have to adapt to new changes, to the new norm. Like for us, like me as a performer, I don't get to perform outside live performance, but everything now through online. A lot of my friends are doing online gigs, so we have to adapt to the new changes, those kind of things lah. Like because I'm talking in the context of COVID, right? So I don't know about next year, but hopefully we are all hopeful that it will be a better year next year. Everything's gonna pick up, and then musicians and artists will be back in the studio doing new things and then performing. I mean that's what we want.
Sure. And thanks once again. And Fathin, thank you so much, for sharing so many things from your heart. I could really feel, in terms of the challenges you face, your journey. I think I really appreciate that. And I'm sure the viewers appreciated that. And I think, as I said, that, the best topping that we can ever get over a cake is actually for you to sing for us, on our live chat. So, thank you so much. And I'm really thankful, for you to join us amidst your busy schedule. And definitely, we are looking up for you to go to greater heights, to achieve your goal and aspiration to become the multilinguistic R&B singer as well as Singapore Beyonce. So, again, thank you, Fathin. We'll keep in touch and hope to catch up with you soon.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, everyone. Okay.
All right. Now, awesome session. Definitely, I enjoyed myself, and just like what Anil just said, it's definitely something. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. Thanks to Fathin, and I don't know how many of you noticed. Two things that happened. There was a bit of slight issue on my Wi-Fi, which is fine. And the other one was, I don't know how many of you heard that there was a bit of drilling around my area. And suddenly I realized that there's a bit drilling, and I was worried that would this disrupt our interview. But as what Fathin told me, you face challenges, you adapt to it, and you move on, right? So it was an awesome session. And one thing about adaptability that I just want to share that Fathin shared, as much as she is a singer, she's an artist, but I think there's this point about adaptability that I want to emphasize more. All of us, whether you're a business owner, whether you are employed in a company, I think adapting ourselves, especially in today's context of COVID, I think it's important. We have already bypassed the session of going through circuit breaker and now, going towards the new norm. So I think adaptability is the key. And I'm proud to be part of a Singaporean who have, together went through a lot of challenges and we have been adapting well. So keep adapting, guys, and thank you so much. And once again, I would like to just say that no live chat is complete without you. So thank you for spending your morning with us. And do leave your comments and feedback even after this live chat so that we can do it better just for you. And It's time to say goodbye. And so remember, there was none before me and there will be none after me. Therefore, that makes me the one and only yours truly, Shakti. See you next week and keep moving forward. See ya.